In June 1948, the Soviet Union sealed off every road, rail line, and canal leading into West Berlin. The blockade came in response to Western plans for a new German currency and was meant to starve the city into submission. Suddenly, 2.5 million Berliners found their lifelines cut. Coal piles dwindled, bakeries ran out of flour, and pharmacies feared running out of medicine. Allied leaders in Washington and London refused to back down. Instead of risking war by forcing a corridor open, they proposed an unprecedented solution: supply West Berlin entirely by air. President Truman approved Operation Vittles, and Britain named its effort Operation Plainfare. Within days, 3 20-mile wide air corridors were opened through Soviet-controlled territory. In mid-July, the first cargo plane, a US C-47 Skitran, lifted off from Frankfurt, loaded with coal and canned food. British Handley Page Halifaxes joined the effort from Wunstorf. Each plane carried up to 10 tons of supplies. Pilots flew in formation along fixed routes, guided by beacons and under constant radio watch, to reach Tempelhof, Gatto, or the newly built Tegel Airport. Over the following months, the airlift grew into a clockwork marvel. Ground crews learned to unload planes in under 5 minutes. Mechanics kept hundreds of engines running around the clock. Air traffic controllers coordinated a landing every 30 seconds during peak times. By autumn, more than 1,000 flights a day were delivering everything from powdered milk to coal briquettes. As winter set in, temperatures dropped below freezing and ice formed on wings. Pilots climbed through low clouds and sleet, navigating by instruments when visibility dropped to zero. Ground crews spread salt on runways, replaced worn tires, and laid extra runway lights. Despite grueling conditions, deliveries never missed a day. Berliners felt the engine's overhead as both promise and lifeline. Beyond food and fuel, the airlift became a symbol of hope. Schoolchildren collected scrap metal to trade for chocolate, which pilots dropped in small parachutes. Operation Little Vittles delighted kids across the city. Workers formed cocoa clubs, sipping hot chocolate in bombed-out cafeterias. Berlin's newspapers ran daily airlift tallies, tracking every ton of supplies as a victory against the blockade. On May 12, 1949, after 321 days, the Soviet Union abruptly lifted the blockade. By then, Allied aircraft had flown over 277,000 sorties and delivered 2.3 million tons of supplies without fail. West Berliners filled their pantries, fired their stoves, and cheered the planes that had kept them alive. The success of the airlift proved that ingenuity and resolve could outmatch force. The Berlin airlift shows that when someone locks the door on you, you don't have to knock harder or break it down. You can build a runway and turn a city blockade into a lifeline from the sky. Subscribe for more.